Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy, Baby B. Thanks for kicking it with me. How y'all doing? Another year's gone by. We are in the final month of 2021. And guess what? The Game Awards just went down. This is going to be a 3-part series. First things first, we're going to talk about the pre-show. A lot of people don't tune into the pre-show, and for good reason. There's a lot of filler in that, right? However, yesterday there were a few games that I want to talk about in a little bit more depth, and that's what this video is going to be about. The second video that I do is going to be over the rest of the show. How was it? What went down? What new games were announced? Who won the awards? And what performers did we see? The third video, numero tres, is going to be my hype moment. What did I get excited about? And yes, there was a ton to get excited about. So those are the 3 videos. Let's go ahead and jump into the pre-show. So the pre-show begins. The curtain pulls back. You see a new host, beautiful young lady, getting ready to start what is going to be this year's Game Awards. There's a lot of hype surrounding some of the tweets we've seen and what's going down. So everyone's on the edge of their seats. Not many people are as interested in the pre-show, and I thought it was interesting at times. It felt like they were trying to force things, or they had a laugh track behind some of the things that some of the guests had said or done. I'm not sure if that's true or not. It's just how it seemed on TV. But there were some really cool games announced. Let's talk about the first 4. The first game we saw was Tunic. It was a little side-scroller platformer game where you play as a fox. First off, you're playing as a fox. You can't go wrong. That's pretty darn cool, right? Just look at other games that have animals as the main protagonist. You're solving puzzles. There didn't really seem to be much combat, but it's a cool game. It's an Xbox exclusive. I could easily see this being one that people try out on Game Pass for free, right? So why not? Why not download it, check it out? So you're going to hear this referenced a lot. It kind of reminded me of Bastion or Death's Door. I don't know, something about the art style and how you were moving around and solving puzzles. Didn't look like much combat, but it did have that kind of feel. So pretty cool, especially if it comes to Game Pass. It would be worth checking out. The second game they really went over was KOF 15, King of Fighters, I believe is what it was. It's a fighting game. There's nothing really more I can say. Fighting games, cool, it's a fighting game. If that's your thing and you like it, awesome, great for you. You got another fighting game coming your way. There's a few of those, by the way, that were announced over the day yesterday during the Game Awards. But fighting games just aren't my thing. Sorry. So moving on from that one, there's 15 of them, by the way. This is the 15th one. I mean, come on, it's probably a little bit similar to the first 14 with different mechanics. The third game that they announced was Texas Chainsaw Massacre, a co-op multiplayer game where there's a bunch of players running away from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We didn't really see much. It was more of a cinematic trailer, but it was kind of cool because I guarantee you it's drawing inspiration from something like Friday the 13th. Hopefully they had the rights to this game, knowing how Friday the 13th kind of went down. We'll see, all right? Fourth game was Homeworld 3. And I gotta be honest with you guys, Homeworld 3 isn't a game that's gonna hit a lot of people. Let me tell you though, it hits for me, alright? Homeworld 3 is that type of game where you drive around in a spaceship, you listen to cool thematic music in the background, I don't know what else you do, you kind of just drive around in a spaceship. It kind of looked like a simulator, flight simulator, but for space. That's my alley, alright? I can waste hours in that kind of game. Not proud to admit it, but it's probably going to be one I check out. Now, the 5th game. They are back. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, I am talking about the masterful storytellers that are Telltale Games. Yes, Telltale is back with the 5th game. We got to learn more about their project, The Expanse. Now, I've never seen The Expanse TV show, something I'm going to have to check out. I never seen the Game of Thrones series before I played the Telltale Games. I still love the Telltale Games. I never played Borderlands before I played Telltale Borderlands. I still love that game. So I can guarantee you I'm going to love The Expanse. Space story, space drama, you get to make the decisions. Of course, can't wait. Another Telltale game. With that being said, Wolf Among Us 2 cannot come soon enough. That's what I'm really waiting on. All right, but The Expanse, new Telltale game, get hyped. All right, now let's move on a little bit. The next game that they announced was one that came with such hype in the beginning. Babylon's Fall. Everyone was so hyped about this game. The original trailer that we saw was chef's kiss, phenomenal. I mean, it was beautiful. I mean, the graphics, the gameplay, everything about it was hype level 10, man. And then, what happens? They mess around with it. They try to be cute. And then we get another trailer dropped. I forget when it was. I think it was E3 that they dropped the second trailer. And it was just, they massacred him. They massacred my boy. Look what they done to Babylon's Fall, y'all. They ruined it. I mean, absolutely ruined it. This game has zero hype for me now. I'm not excited about it all. It looks kind of like a weird run and gun type style. I think they mentioned something, it could possibly be a service game where they have general updates and try to expand the life cycle, which I get it, you're there to make money, but really everyone was just excited for this cool single player experience. And now, I mean, it's in the pre-show of the Game Awards. No one's excited for it, right? Kind of stinks, but it is what it is. So, after Babylon's Fall, we have this cool little title called Thirsty Suitors. Starts off with this little Indonesian girl talking to her grandma at the table, talking about her love life and her past lovers, right? Her scorned exes. And I really, really kind of am excited about this game, just from what we saw. It's going to be kind of like a fighting puzzle. There was cooking involved. There was all this kind of weird thing. It almost looked like a Bollywood type film for a game. So I'm super hyped about that. But had real Scott Pilgrim vibes, all right? Scott Pilgrim, if you haven't seen the movie, go check it out. But you're fighting your scorned ex-lovers, and that seems to be the key to this game. So, pretty cool premise. I'm excited about it. We'll see how it goes. The next game that they showcased was one of the hype moments for me, and I'm not including it in the main hype video just because it was in the pre-show. I wanted to include it in the pre-show video. But we finally have gameplay footage of the Evil West. All right, that's it. If you don't know what the Evil West is, go check it out, please. It's going to be fantastic. You're in the Wild West. You're fighting like demon, vampire, zombie things, shooting them. There's blood, there's guts, there's everything that you could imagine. Go check it out. I am hyped. You got blood with every shot. Pow, pow, pow. You got all kinds of things. And it's set in the Wild, Wild West. What more could you want? Really, people? Go check it out. It reminds you of a Gears of War series. Or something that is kind of in that vein of real crazy, like Doom Eternal. Action-adventure shooter. Super exciting. Evil West, I cannot wait. After Evil West, the hits keep coming. It was boom, boom, boom in the pre-show. The next one was Have a Great Death. Have a Great Death looks fantastic. It's a side-scroller platformer where you play as the Grim Reaper. Don't know much more than that. I mean, what more do you need? It's got a Hollow Knight vibe. It's kind of dark looking on the screen. The visuals are pretty plain black, white, that kind of thing. But if you love Hollow Knight, I guarantee you're going to enjoy Have a Great Death. Because that's what it looked. I mean, it looked like a carbon copy. And I loved Hollow Knight. So I'm super excited to see how this one goes. And again, you're the Grim Reaper. I can't add nothing else, folks. After Have a Great Death, we had Planet of Lana and Off-World Odyssey. Not much was shown from this. It was pretty much a cinematic trailer, I think. It's just a woman running in a desert on a foreign world. You can see a couple of moons in the background. There were metal robots attacking her for some reason. Kind of cool. I'm sure we'll see more as the game comes along and more is announced about it. Reminds you of Journey a little bit. It's definitely one of those artistic, aesthetically pleasing games with some cool music. So, we'll see. I'm excited about it. And last but not least, to close out the pre-show, we had a remaster, I believe, of an old Persona 4 game. No, it's not Persona 4 Golden. A lot of people, kind of want that, but of course it's not that. It is Persona 4 Battle Arena X. Again, another fighting game, kind of like KOF 15. Not really my thing, but it is an actual sequel to the Persona 4 Golden Wind. So if you were into Golden Wind and you wanted to see what happened to the characters, there you go, a remastered version of the fighting game. I mean, if some people's take, some people love fighting games, and even the people who don't love fighting games but love Persona will probably love this game because it's more of the same story. It's a continuation of Golden, seeing what happened with the characters afterwards. So, like I said, not really my style, but I'm sure there's an audience out there who wants it. Otherwise, they wouldn't have made it, right? With that being said, that was the end of the pre-show. I want to know in the comments, what was your favorite part of the pre-show? Again, this isn't talking about the whole show. This is just the pre-show. What was your favorite part of the pre-show? What'd you like? What'd you didn't like? What were you expecting in the pre-show? Again, it's a pre-show. It's not much happening there. But some good games came out of it and some great announcements. All right. Until next time, y'all. Peace out.